All right. Hey, Debbie.
Hi.
So we are going to just chat a little bit today about your experience in my Empowered Fitness Mastery program. And I know you've been in my world for a while, and I don't even know the first time we ever talked, but you've kind of like come and gone from my world. And I'm always so sad when you go, when a challenge ends. And with the new format of my program, I'm no longer letting people come and go because it's too heartbreaking. And I feel like people will get much better results when they stay in it, learn all of my tools, complete all of my programs, and become that solidified part of the community and really don't want to leave too, so that you can get that good work and really make solid changes that are going to last forever. So I want to ask you to start. So you signed up just a few weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, for the 6 month program, and we gave you an extra month for like bonus for free to take you to the end of 2023. I said you are mine until the end of 2023. And I want to know where you were at mentally and physically before signing on for the 7 months.
Sure. Well, mentally, I guess I felt like, I felt like I was never going to lose the weight. I was walking pretty much every day, but that was about it since I finished, the other challenges. Physically, like I said, I was exercising, but not getting the results like I needed or I wanted. And I guess I kind of felt lost. I didn't know what I should do. I mean, I thought, okay, I need to get some weights in. But then when you stand in there and look at your weights and you're like, okay, let me just start doing something. I mean, it's hard without guidance, and it's not real fun to just try to flip a coin and try to figure out what you're going to do next or tomorrow. And I think a plan for me was I've just got to do it. I got to figure out a way to do it. And I pretty much that's how it was for me.
And so, what was bothering you at that time? What were the struggles you were having, and how are they impacting your life?
Well, the struggles were I would go down maybe a pound and then go up a couple of pounds. And it was also the nutrition. I mean, if I'm being honest, it was the nutrition. I wasn't sure. I mean, everybody knows, okay, well, you got to eat healthy. And it's like, but what combinations? And maybe I should cut out all carbs and do the low carb. And I'd done the low carb before, and I knew myself, I'm never not going to eat carbs. So it's like, why am I doing this? Um, so for me, it was just being tired, physically tired, um, not liking myself. I mean, we just put in a pool.
Ooh.
So it was like, and we'll be paying on it for a long time, but still, um, it was like, I want to be able to feel good in a swimsuit and, in shorts when we go to the beach. And I just want to have more energy because I am keeping my grandkids, and it's a lot for me that who just retired. So it was just a lot of being tired of not getting anywhere.
I totally understand. And so, what reservations, if any, did you have about joining the program and being under my coaching for the next 7 months?
Really, the reservations, there wasn't any with you or the program, really. I mean, maybe a little bit of a fear of commitment on my part because I mean, everybody has craziness and busy lives, and mine's just kind of unpredictable at times. And I'm the type that if I commit, I commit. I mean, it's like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to figure out a way, if I have to do it early in the morning or if I have to do it after the kids get picked up or whatever, I'm going to do it. And so it was like telling myself, you can do that. You've had to do stuff all your life. You can do this. Just and the other, and I've talked to you about it, is, being on a fixed income, trying to figure out monetarily how to do it, how to what am I going to do? How am I going to make this happen? And just telling myself it's okay to do this for me. I mean, because I'm bad. I'll do stuff for everybody else. I will buy stuff for everybody else and not me. And it's really hard for me to spend money on myself.
I think so many of us feel that way. And so what pushed you over the edge then? And what made you say, I mean, I remember I was on the golf course and you said, I gotta do this. I'm a heck yes, let's do this. What pushed you
It
over?
it was just telling myself I deserve it, telling myself that, you've tried it yourself, you've not succeeded, you've tried hard, so don't beat yourself up, but something's not right. Something's not clicking together. You don't have all the tools that you need. And I think it was just telling myself, go for it
Yeah.
and, see how it goes and just do it.
That.
Just do
Love
it.
that. Just do it. I know somebody who said that in the past. So, so then I gave you some action steps on day one, and I sent you some things to set you up in my trainer app. And we said, all right, here's the plan starting, Monday. Here's what you're doing. And I came back to you a week later and I said, how'd it go? And we were doing my 5-day kickstart, and you said I lost 5 pounds. And
Yep.
then over the next 2 weeks, it's now been 3 weeks. So over the last 2 weeks, you are now at 10 pounds weight loss in 3
Yep.
weeks. And so what do you feel about the changes?
Well, I'm loving that. And I know part of it too is a mind game for me. Like if I get on the scale and it goes up zero point 0.4, I mean, I'm telling myself, okay, the water, working out, because I really had no muscle tone. I mean, it's like I'm starting from scratch. So I'm just telling myself it's going to take my body time to not retain water. And like you had said, as we're moving through this challenge, um and I just feel better. I mean, when I'm out walking, I mean, I feel, we were only in starting the second week of this particular challenge, and I feel stronger. I mean, when I'm walking, I just feel better. um it's just amazing to me to feel like I know I can do this now. And no matter how hard it is, and no matter how crazy my schedule is throughout the day, or, running kids around or whatever, I can do this. I can make time. And I think that was the other part for me is I used to have the mindset that I had to, well, if I don't work out for at least an hour, I don't feel like I've done anything. I mean, I've just got to. And I just wasn't doing the right things, because your 30-minute workouts and stuff, and the 20-minute hit that we did last week, I mean, I'm like sweating and I feel really good and I'm seeing results. And to me, that's what I need: short and focused and effective. And that's, I don't have an hour and a half, necessarily every day to do it. I do throw in a walk because I like the neighborhood most days, but it's a more leisure walk for, a couple miles. And I think that's what kind of threw me over the edge, is just I needed to make a commitment that I hadn't made in a
Yeah.
long time.
Well, you are doing all the right things now. And as of tomorrow, we actually still have 7 months to go. So I'm
Woo!
very excited about that, because if you can see these changes and feel the changes in just 3 weeks, then imagine how you're going to look back in 7 months at the end of this year and go, oh my God, I can't believe I was in that space for so long.
Yeah.
And now I'm where I want to be, and I'm staying here forever, because you are going to build the tools, and you're going to hear so many speakers, and you're going to hear my motivation and my constant reminders of things like you said. When we start a new weightlifting program, our bodies are going to have more soreness. We're going to retain more water. There's so many little pieces that most people don't know, and they give up before the changes come. and they don't have that accountability and that solid plan for the long term to get it. But by the end of this year, you are going to have all those tools. You'll have had time to practice them all, come back and practice many of them more than once. And I think that it's going to lead to that permanent change that you're looking for. And the energy is going to just be incredible. So what would you say, last question, are your favorite things about my programs or my coaching? What sets it apart?
Well, definitely short and effective. I mean, you put the most into a short amount of time, which is what I need, which is what I like. I really can't do a weight or cardio workout for an hour anymore. I mean, I just can't, not at least not now. um, and then your coaching is you're available, you respond, very relatable, upbeat. Like when I get on, and yesterday I think it was, I was getting ready to do the workout, and I thought, I mean, I was just tired. I was trying to get it done before the kids came. And, you were so upbeat that I finally, it was just like, I got into it. I was like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. Um, and just the knowledge and the tools that you're sharing with us, and especially on the nutrition, because I mean, I just I didn't have a clue of the components that I should be eating. And I thought the only way I could get results is to heavily restrict and not eat, or do a low carb crash thing, lose the weight. And then what did I do? You gain it back. I mean, so those are some things really. It's just having somebody that doesn't look down on you because you're not in uh you're not in good shape. It doesn't, you don't make me feel like, well, you're fat. I know that. I tell myself that all the time, and I shouldn't, but I do. I mean, I do, because it's just the way I've felt for so long. So, the positivity is really helpful as well.
Yeah. And likewise, I'm not an effective coach without clients who want to do the work, who love doing the work, who love showing up, who love contributing to the community and sharing what they're feeling and sharing their wins and sharing their struggles, and not feeling so uncomfortable that they can't share their struggles, because that's where we get the most growth, is when we do struggle. Because if we never went through those struggles, we would never be going through the periods of growth and change. And so I love that you are such a teachable client, and it's just a pure joy to work with you and to see the results. I mean, for me, it's validating, but for everybody else, it's motivating. And that's why we all do this together. And I appreciate you, and I thank you so much for doing this with me.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.